Alafia, it is Abundant Lei back with another daily collective read. I hope you had a wonderful, fabulous, miraculous day so far. If you would like to book with me, you can do so at my abundant.lay118@gmail.com email or through my pin site listed in my bio. Make sure to like, to comment, and to share me with a friend. Let's get to it. All right, y'all. So I'm doing my Hearts Hidden Secrets deck and my What's the Tea deck as the advice. So we'll see what comes out today. All right, let's see what we got going. Okay, so we got mistakes in past life. So it says misunderstood, victim, lost soul, with deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. I finally feel like someone has overcome a season where they've made a lot of mistakes in the past. And because you've now moved past that season and you're accepted that things are different, right? You finally learned from the mistakes of your past. You're going to be thriving in the future, okay? You're finally in a much better place. Ooh, release just popped out. So this card, past life, you're releasing it. You're releasing that past life karmic, whatever that's been kind of plaguing you for a minute, collective. Proud of you. Proud of you, for sure. Definitely like, okay, y'all, I see y'all. I see y'all. Yeah. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you, collective. You're doing your thing. So I want you to know that. I want you to know that. Ooh, these cards. So I actually just did like a really good shuffle on them. And now the energy is kind of like feeling the type of way. Also, I lit my 3 candles. One candle refuses to light. One candle is lighting. And then when I move it around, the little wick gets bigger. Like the little, I might have to just pull them because it feels like they don't want to come out today. Oh, there you go. And so it's like, it's got like a little tiny flame, and then there's the one in the middle is like super big. Okay. Okay. So I feel like there was more than one, but let me just look really quickly before I just move on, because I feel like it's a card that's within here other than that one. Okay. No. Okay. So it's just that one. Okay. Perfect. All right, so it was split. So it's return only you. Someone wants to return back to you because they feel like they are very devoted, attached, and they crave you. You were their sense of peace. And this person is for sure longing for the depth that they felt with you. Ooh, they think you're very attractive. I don't know why it's making me do this. Yep, that's the end of it. They feel like you're very attractive. So there's someone who feels like only you really understood them. Only you bring them peace. This person is longing for you. And it is because of the way that you opened up to them. They realized how valuable your presence was in their life and how much more beautiful their life became because of you. Okay. All right. Past, we have resistance and karma. It says secret admirer, suppressing timid with consequences, cause and effect and debts. This person resisted you in the past, and by them holding back and not allowing themselves to fully open up to you, it is causing them to be in this place now where they feel very trapped, right? Like one of the things I always highlight is like when I look at the cards, I can look at it one day and it means one thing, and I can look at it today and it means something different. Even with the lighting of candle, I feel like there was potentially a third party situation here where in the middle, in the center of the relationship was you, and then there was your partner, and then someone else they added in on the other side, but both people are on the outside of you. Okay, your partner had this very tiny flame, okay, towards you, and I'm saying this because that's what I'm staring at right now. Even though I should be looking at the cards, I'm staring at the flames. Your flame is big and bright. I kind of want to show you guys, big and bright, noticeable. It's sustaining. The person that they were kind of keeping around but really had nothing for, there's no real flame here, as you can see. I told you, I literally like 3 or 4 times. Your partner, I want to kind of show you before it gets bigger. They have this very tiny little flame. And like when I went to look at it at first, as you see, when I move it, when I touch it, the flame grows bigger, but then it goes back small again. And what I'm getting, that spirit is kind of saying about that energy is, right, every time you gave attention to your partner, their flame for you got bigger. It wasn't that they didn't have attraction or anything towards you. They always knew it was you. But the issue with your partner is that your partner was trying to keep the flame lit on something that wasn't working anymore. So there's some type of situation. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be family member, something. But they were giving their light to something else other than you. You were able to sustain on your own. You didn't need your partner. They were supposed to be there to add to the ambience, right, of the environment. But because they were too busy giving their energy to someone else, it kept their flame very small. And I wish I could show you guys, but the flame literally just went back down, like I was kind of explaining before. But your light sustained. And so I kind of feel like because they were constantly holding back and giving elsewhere, it led to them now being in this place where they can see their something there, but they can't reach it, right? They can see something there, but they can't reach it. You decided to build some stronger foundations, right? It says establish family security. You wanted some security. You wanted to feel safe. You wanted something where you feel like this, right? Like I said, I feel like this other person feels like that's the energy that they get from you, but you're like, I want it to be mutual. I want it to be a give and a take. I want it to be, we both have this energy together. We share in this together, right? It's us against everything else, but your partner at the time just was not able to do that. So you decided to go on your own, right? If you were potentially married and you may have recently separated, I definitely see like whoever the person was that was giving more than one in the middle, right? It's you walking away into the sunset with the children, but also it's like you holding hands with your inner child, because I feel like this relationship definitely triggered your inner child. It made you, it kind of made you go in and do the work on yourself. So maybe you did have some things that you were working on with yourself, but like I said, by you being with your partner, you thought that you two together would build that and, like I said, work on the ambience together. But instead, it forced you to kind of have to do it by yourself. And once you realized that you could do it by yourself, you realized, I don't need that other person. And unfortunately, they didn't realize that they were setting themselves up for their own demise. Okay. And that's what I'm kind of getting for sure with our resistance and karma energy there, is that they set themselves up for their own demise because they weren't building the foundation with you. So you decided to go build the foundation. You took what you could take, which to me is like the children and everything else. And you just said, okay, we're out of here. In the future, we have chasing. So it says pursuit, toxic resilience. This person could potentially come back. And this person would be then more actively pursuing you. But I definitely feel like this is giving me that like runner chaser energy where it's like now because you're not interested, now they're more interested in you. It may not be immediate because this is the future, but it's one of those things where it's like, because again, I keep looking at the flame. It's like, you know what you've already escaped from. That's the whole purpose of you going and creating this foundation you want. I don't see you interested. I definitely see like it's more like, you know, where you realize you two are playing for opposite teams, where it should have been this energy. We're on the same team. We're together, right? Her arms are around his neck. His arms are around her waist. We support each other. We're here in this together. I feel like you felt like the relationship was just this energy. And like I said, as you being the flame in the center, you can do bad by yourself. I don't need you to build the ambience. I can create my own little ambience all by myself. I wanted you to be there, but your little tiny flame is only doing so much because it's not really invested the way it needed to be invested. Okay. Let's see what else is. Let me see what's crowning you guys. Yeah, I see with possibilities. I feel like you just and why I'm pulling this free-spirited. I feel like you're like, I want to go and just take that risk, because as you see, there is a couple here, and I feel like you're like, I want to be able to go and be free with somebody who wants to be free with me, right? Or even like, I just want to go and be free, right? Because maybe those two people jumped out the same plane, but they're not together. So they could just be going on their own separate journeys. And I kind of see it like free-spirited is kind of, normally you guys know how I read that card. So I'm definitely seeing it as like, it's you saying, I took this leap of faith here when I walked away so that I could be free and you can be free, because clearly we're not on the same path anymore. And now you're like, we're on different teams. Let's just be on different teams. Let's go find our own happiness. Okay, let's see. Ooh, y'all. Okay, I got Queen Rising and Boss Daddy. So it says stepping into power, praise, coming up, spotlight, stable, rich business owner, CEO, big dick energy. Okay, y'all. This is my divine feminine and my divine masculine. Baby, y'all have walked away because y'all about to get y'all somebody that's going to match your flow. Okay. Oh my gosh. I cannot make that up, collective. So yeah, whoever this person you walked away from, I'm sorry, they're going to be sad. They're going to be sad as hell because they're going to see you bossing up with somebody else. Okay, ain't shit tried to come out, but it didn't stay. So this is way too many. We're gonna just pick one. Okay, well, no, actually. All right, so it says in their head, overthinking, stress, overanalyzing, scarcity tactics, and then karmic friends. So it said can't fully trust them, tension, secret competition, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I feel like this person is now stuck in their head because they were doing some very, very toxic things to you and you dodged the bullet, got collective. So, hey, they're going to have to eat it. I love ya. Till soon.